So what I'm going to do is I'm going to draw 3 snowmen, and each one of these snowmen is going to be looking up into the sky. And so we're going to have, this is just placement for now. I'm going to use my Sharpies in a minute to put them on here for real. But this one's just going to go on the left, just like this, and then he's going to be looking up at the sky. So here's the real secret. When you want your guy to look like he's looking up in the sky, what you need to do is point his nose toward the sky. So I'm just going to draw the carrot of his nose, and it's pointing straight up because he's leaning his head way back, so far back that we can't even see his eyes, and all we can see is his little smile, which is made out of rocks like this. And oh, I see. James is here, and so is Skylar. This is awesome. I was talking to these guys earlier. They commented. They clarified a comment on one of my Thanksgiving videos, I think it was. Maybe it was a turkey. And I get a lot of comments every day, so it's sometimes hard to remember, but Skylar's dad, James, is an artist. He's a cartoon artist. So that was really fun to hear from him. Okay, so I did my sketch work, and now I'm gonna do some work with my Sharpie, and I'm gonna just go ahead and trace most of this because I'm happy with where the lines are. Now, I did so much doodling earlier that I have some dryness in my markers, so hopefully, oh, this one's perfect. I was kind of worried there for a second. I'm just having a quick look. Kaylin Leon, Michelle Daly. Michelle Daly says that she wishes she could draw, and the answer to that is she can. She might not always like what she draws. She might not think it looks very good. But the fact is, if you don't like what you drew, that's good. Have you heard me say that before? And what it means is that your eye has developed faster than your hand in your coordination. So, you know, really, if you think you're a bad artist, that's sort of a good thing, because it means that you are actually aware of what a good piece of art would look like. And that's the first step. If you don't know what would look good, you can't really draw it. You sort of have to, so yeah, you have to know what looks good in order to know if you can improve. So anytime you're not sure if it's looking very good, just make some changes and try again. Jocelyn wants to know if I like most of my drawings. And I don't always like my drawings, no, but mostly I do. Sometimes I'm disappointed because something didn't go the way I expected, and other times I love them. Sometimes they're better than I expected, but you know, I don't get too discouraged even if it isn't as perfect as I hoped it would be. So here we have all of these snowmen looking up at the sky. Because of course, you know what snowmen love? I would say snow. I would say they love the snow. Has it snowed where you are yet? We had a little bit of snow, but it was really warm today. You're welcome, Loza, Charlie, for answering your question. Really great way to add shading is just to add little dash lines that come out from the side like this. That's a cool way to do it. Alright, and Tiffany is wondering what my favorite thing to draw is. I don't know if I have a favorite thing to draw. I kind of like to draw whatever I'm whatever I see. Always drawing. I'm always drawing something. It's usually drawings, doodles, bits. Okay, I'll switch to green now, and I'm gonna just come inside and make some stripes in all these scarves. And I'm gonna do all the green first, then I'll go back and do the red. I like to stick with one color at a time. So if you just tuned in late, I am going to do this Christmas card and a few others. So you can certainly pick up and begin drawing with us on the next one, or wait for the tutorials to be uploaded. All right, it's looking good. So now now I'm going to switch to red. Who are the Christmas cards for? Super Dude wants to know. Well, I have lots of friends to send them to. So I'll probably send one to my friend in Vancouver, one to my friend in Boston, one to my mom, and a whole bunch of them to some friends that live nearby. And I think I'm going to write "Let It Snow" inside. So I'm just going to put some fancy script here. And because of course this would be what the snowmen wanted, is for it to snow. So I'm just using my own little fancy handwriting that I made up. And I always like, if I do it in, if I write something in a color, I usually like to go over it with a little bit of black also, because it helps everything to really just pop. You can see it so much better. Cameron lives in Australia. That is very cool. Hey, Lucas is here. Hi, Lucas. And Loza wants to know what I drew in my first YouTube video ever. And that's easy. I drew the little chick that is the avatar of my YouTube channel. And I was just wondering the other day, today in fact, if it's time for a new avatar, because I've had the same one for 2 years now, and it's a chick. And what does a chick have to do with drawing? Nothing really, except it was the first picture that I ever drew. So that's why I ended up with that one. All right, so first card done. Let It Snow. Merry Christmas. And then I'm going to make an envelope later, show you how to make envelopes. But this one, I have left some room up here. I could write a little note if I'm sending this to someone far away who I haven't seen for a while. And when you're doing original artwork, you should always sign your work on the front. So there's card number 1, done.